Okay, I'm going to now take a look at the word list and spell check tool. So I make my project active and I go to Tools and I select Word List. This shows me a list of all the words in my project. By default, they're sorted by alphabetical order as I've defined in my language settings file. But I can, if I want, sort by frequency or counts. This shows the most numerous words first, all the way down to words that only occur once at the bottom of the list. Um, now, and you'll notice that currently all my words are, their spelling status is marked with a question mark, meaning uncertain. If you have a good body of text that's been drafted and you're roughly confident that the people drafting it can spell, you can run a tool to approve common words as being correctly spelled. I could go here to Tools menu in the word list, and I say Approve Spelling of Common Words. Okay, for this exercise, I'm going to set the minimum number as 5. This means I'm pretty confident this text is well spelled. Any word that occurs 5 or more times will be marked as correct. So I click OK. Paratext informs me there are 1,289 words that will be marked as correctly spelled. And this can only be undone by marking words individually. That means going one by one and changing the status from correct to incorrect or questionable. So it wants me to know if I should continue. Well, I'm going to. Okay, now I've approved all those common words. And now I can use the spell check tool in the word list. I go here to Tools and I say Spell Check. Okay. This shows words that Paratext thinks are not correct. Alright, here's the first one. Matthew 2:3. This is talking about when Herod had heard from the Magi. King had heard added Ezathe Ingsthe. Oh, yes. This is a mistake. It should be Ezthe with an S, not with a Z. So, that's incorrect. I mark it as incorrect, and Paratext has some similar words to suggest. This is the one I want. I click OK. And Paratext has begun the Search and Replace dialog asking, do I really want to replace this word? And I'll say yes. And since that was the only place it occurs, that was all it replaced it. If there were more than one instance, it would have continued on, or I could have clicked change all to make them all change. Now, another tool in the word list is we just saw that error had a problem because of a confusion between S and Z. We can check that. There's find similar words. You put in your pairs of letters that sound alike or are frequently confused. So I'll put in S/Z to say check for words that are only different by whether there's an S or a Z, and click OK. And Paratext now focuses on those items in the word list. Here's one. Asway, over 1,000 times. Azway, once. Okay, that looks like another error. I'll say incorrect. Make it Asway. Back to the word list. Okay, here's one. Ilse or Ilse. Well, actually, I think this one is actually correct. It is so. We'll mark both of these as correct. Udste and Udste. Okay, this is another incorrect one. Okay, so that's a taste of how the word list can help find spelling mistakes.